Welcome back, everybody. We are back to finish up this map of Power Washer. Drew is attacking me. This is fun.
This might
you.
actually kill you in real life.
It might, like,
No,
just straight.
it might actually
Power Washer
like
straight
up
through
just
my chest.
murder you. Yeah, just straight at your chest, you might die.
Well, you guys heard it here first. Drew has tried to commit murder in Power Washer Simulator.
There you go. In a video game.
In a video game.
Yes, in a video game.
So, like I said, welcome back. We're back to finish up this map, and today we have a new topic to start off.
We're not gonna talk about what makes us angry anymore.
No, that was the last one. Well, I'll tell you what makes me angry. The fact that the day before we released our video, Markiplier...
Oh, okay, yeah, can we talk about that?
Like, we will. That way I can put him in the thumbnail.
Yeah, so we could, yeah. So we filmed our video, what, like Sunday before Labor Day?
Mm-hmm.
Or on Labor Day?
Yeah.
And then it was on Labor Day. We filmed it on Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
And the next day, I go into work, and this man, Jackson Davis,
Way to dox me.
sorry, sends me a text, and he's like, "Hey, Markiplier did release the video before us." I'm like, "What do you mean he released the video?"
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it. Oh, man.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Now, I did go back and look. Apparently, he had also released another one of those videos with, like, Jacksepticeye and stuff. But, like, before even our first one was recorded. But at the same time, it's like, that's just really poor timing. Because our video came out the next day.
Yeah.
And it was the same map and same
Did you know that Markiplier had done that video?
I did not, no.
So you just did this because you wanted to do it. You didn't take any inspiration from Markiplier.
No.
Good. That's good. That's good to know. Just
right.
clarifying for our audience.
Right. I did not steal his idea. We both had good ones. All right. Yeah.
What are we? So this is what, the last cast?
That's what this format of video is called. I'm calling it the last cast.
Okay.
Restructured. My channel name is now JTLC. Far more searchable. Jackson's the last cast.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah. Now it's just the acronym. So it's for today's topic. You ready?
Yes.
All right. We are going to be talking about formative memories. Do you remember? I was watching Inside Out with my little cousin the other day, and we were
like core memories.
Yeah, like core memories, like the memories that shape who we are as people. Like,
you should have told me to watch Inside Out before this.
Have you watched it before?
Yeah.
Then you watched it before this.
not in a while though.
Well, you don't have to watch Inside Out to understand the concept of what memories shape you as a person, or like events and stuff.
Yeah, how good and traumatic events can shape.
Right. Like, oftentimes it's our bad memories that shape us for better or for worse more than our good ones. Like, I was
watching Deadpool the other day, and they said 4 or 5 moments make you a good or bad person.
Oh, that's good. Wow, that's a good line from Colossus, and then Deadpool immediately ignores it.
Exactly. That's what I was like. Wow, that's a really good line to take away.
That is a powerful line, and then it was immediately preceded by murder or.
Succeeded.
Preceded? No. Succeeded.
Succeeded?
Yeah. Why are you talking about suck? This is a family-friendly show.
I'm talking about...
No. Wait, Drew, do you have any of those memories that, like, you remember it and you're like, this really helped define who I am?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any that you want to share?
I feel like my worldview changed a lot in high school.
Yeah.
Like, in high school, I'm gonna dock myself a little bit. I was very conservative, and there was one moment in band where I was being my conservative asshole self, and I was like saying really bad. I wouldn't say I was saying really bad things, but things that I don't say anymore.
Now, of course, for our viewers, just because if you are conservative, that doesn't mean you're bad.
Right. But me. What I consider, I regret saying, I would say.
Something that you don't think reflects your opinions now.
There it is. That's what I was trying to say. Yes.
Because
something that doesn't reflect who I am right now.
Right, because we grow as people. Like, isn't it like every 7 years, every molecule in our body is replaced, and we're just completely different people?
Yeah, something
physically.
like physically, yes.
Physically, we're physically different people, but even like that's just in the like long term, like years and years. In the short term, we're different people, like almost every day, every week.
Exactly. Um, and then I was called out by a friend of mine. He's like, "Hey, that's fucked up to say. That's not true." And I'm like, "What do you mean? It is true. I know it's true." They're like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "Well, because I know it's true." And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "Okay, well, look at this research, and that disproves that." And I was like, "Well, fuck, look at that."
Mm-hmm. It's getting out of your own head and being able to have some humility in any circumstance, not just politics.
Right, of course.
Like I know people who, because we've been in the music aspect of life for a long time. Both of us, we've been in band for the band has been formative for our entire lives, and I know people who.
I was in band for
They,
10 years
oh
straight.
man, that's crazy. I'm still in band, and I got a couple more years. I think we both know people that like they think they're right in just like a performance, like, oh, I'm doing this right, and you can't tell me I'm not doing it right. And then someone's like, well, actually, it's supposed to be like this, and they just refuse to have that
It's not.
humility.
It's not having an open mind.
Exactly. And now, like, you can like not have an open mind and get through life, sure, but and
There'll
you
be a
can be right
lot
about a
harder.
lot of things, but you're not right about everything. At least not the first time you think about it.
Yeah, for me, that moment of being called out and then shown how I was wrong, really, that like set me on the path to where I am now
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like my worldview.
Right. Because, like, speaking of like formative, like, so many of our opinions at an early stage in our lives are come from our parents. Like,
Exactly.
they're the
Yeah.
people that we focus on. They are the ones that we look at and we're like, oh, that's how we be people.
That's how
And
we live.
that's how, yeah,
That's how
that's
we.
what a person is supposed to be. My mom, my dad. It's like, I know for like I've had to go through, like, I grew up very very liberal. My family is still very liberal, and there was a certain point where I had to be like, okay, are my political beliefs my own, or are they just what my parents have taught me to believe? And so I went through, I did my research, I thought about what I think of life and people, and it I was able to form my opinions. I'm still a Democrat. I'm still a very liberal person, but now I know, like, going through that all, I know that it's because of me and what I've learned and what I believe, not just what I've been told to.
That's how it was for me. I wasn't told. I was shown how I should believe in politics, and then it was that moment that I talked about where I was like, oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up. I'm gonna I'm gonna look at the world a different way, in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that being conservative is bad. I'm saying the way I looked at it was bad.
The way you look at it is, it's not how you think life should be. Is that an accurate way to say it?
I would say it's a very accurate way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's just like, at a certain point, the whole saying different strokes for different folks does not apply. Like, there are things that are just objectively wrong that
That
isn't
is true.
really up for debate, but some people believe it is. Like, for instance, the I if you're on the side of climate change is a hoax, that's your opinion, but I feel like the media has a bias when it comes to representing opinions. It has a bias towards fairness, which let me explain what a bias towards fairness is. It is when a discussion comes up where there's opposing sides, but let's say there are two sides. You put one person to represent each side. If you were to accurately represent the debate for climate change in media, it wouldn't be a one versus one debate. It would be 97 versus 3.
It really is like the people. I remember when in high school, like in the early 2010s, when there were more people against it, and then more people now have seen the evidence that it brings.
Yeah. And like
And how it's affecting us.
there's a really good episode of South Park where like have you watched South Park?
I haven't recently, no.
So for the longest time, like back during like the Bush days, they had an episode called where Al Gore came to town and he was talking about the dangers of Man Bear Pig, which is a goofy stand-in for global warming, and they made fun of it. It's like, oh, Man Bear Pig, he's not real. I mean, he is real. You have to believe me. And everyone's like, you're just seeking attention. No one believes you. It's not real. And then like 15 years later, back in like I want to say 16, they released a 2-part episode called Man Bear Pig is Real, and where Man Bear Pig has come to destroy their town and stuff, and a bunch of people are like, oh my god, it is real. Why didn't we listen?
I thought they showed Man Bear Pig in one of those Al Gore episodes.
No, they didn't. It was Al Gore dressed up as Man Bear Pig.
Oh.
Yeah. So Man Bear Pig shows up and he's terrorizing everybody, and they realize that Man Bear Pig is a demon who was all the old people, all the baby boomers made a deal with back in the 70s and 60s so that they could have nice cars and cool stuff, but now he's come back to destroy their children's futures. Real on the nose.
That is very on the nose.
And then and like Man Bear Pig is going around, he's terrorizing everybody, in the main characters, the boys, they have to go find Al Gore and be like, you were right, we're sorry. And it was like an apology episode to Al Gore, admitting that the South Park guys admitting they were wrong. And I thought it was really funny, right?
I love that growth.
Exactly. Like, you can go through your entire life being like, oh, whatever, and then you're like, oh, it's that level of humility. And also at the end of the episode, they're like, okay, we can stop Man Bear Pig by giving up Red Dead Redemption 2 and soy sauce. and the boys just all look at each other and they're like, how about we sign a new contract and you come to take our kids? So it's in, yeah, I love that episode. It's one of my favorites. But I'm trying to think of my specific core memories that shaped who I was, and even just like, not even like a fundamental politics or religion or personality, like, it's just something that I remember and has stuck with me through my entire life. I think my very first memory that I can remember, I think in a timeline sense, is my mom taking me to work with her when I was 3 and going around and just talking to people. I remember that so vividly because I remember it was scary. I didn't want to talk to anybody, but my mom's like, you can do this, you can meet new people, because it was one of those things, like, she took me out to learn how to socialize and stuff, and it wasn't like with kids like I was used to at daycare, it was with adults, which is scary. But I'm very glad she taught me how to do that. And like, if you know me, like, I'm somebody who I can have a conversation with just about anybody.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who are you?
Jackson from Jackson in the Last Cast. Leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Smash that bell button.
I was hoping you were gonna do that.
Thank you. Appreciate Perfect. It. Yeah, it's a Davis thing you wouldn't understand. That
is true.
Yeah. But do you have any of those things like shape not just like your personal beliefs, but also like your personality?
Yes. So very similar to yours, actually. My mom took me to her work a lot of times because she works as a children's social worker, so they have a lot of like children events, especially with like their employees.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. You just hit the copy and paste button on my story.
Exactly. Like it was very similar. So, but this was like a Halloween party, right? Okay. So my preschool, I went to preschool down the street from my mom's work because she could just drop me off, and it was paid for by the county. Great thing. So one day we had a Halloween party where we would go trick-or-treating at all the government offices.
Mm-hmm.
In the complex. So there was my children's social workers, DCFS.
You know what's crazy?
There
My
was
mom also worked for the government, so I was at a government building too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It was DCFS. There was a couple other like government agencies that I can't remember, but I remember meeting. I remember being like same thing, scared of older people.
Yeah.
And I met this one dude. He was, I wouldn't say he was old, but he was to me obviously he was huge. And I was like so scared. I was hiding behind my mom, and he's like, "Hey, little buddy."
Ooh,
I was like,
that's the scariest thing you can hear as a kid.
Right. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
That's the stranger danger trigger.
No, I didn't even. Well, obviously I didn't know what that was at that point, but like I just remember being like, "Leave me alone." Like I don't know, something like, just hiding, right?
Right.
And my mom just encouraged me to talk to him because he was one of her coworkers, so she knew him and everything. And that's where we ended up. I don't know. He ended up becoming like one of my formative mentors. I would say
nice.
throughout my life.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that interaction shaped how I approach people, I guess. Because you know me, I can make friendship. I can meet people and get some. I wouldn't say be friends with them pretty fast.
Yeah, I remember like the very first time we ever talked to each other was on a stream for Connor, and I had a good time talking to you, and then I hung out on a couple of your streams before we ever met in real life, and then I showed up to band one day, and you're just sitting at the table giving out uniforms or instruments, and it's like name Jackson Davis, and you just slowly look up with big wide eyes and a smile on your face, like it's time.
I was like, it's you.
It's him.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
J. Edgar Davis.
Yes, that's my name. J. Edgar Davis. Definitely not my name. That's canon now.
That's what the E in Jackson stands for.
That's what the E and yeah, it's Jackson for anyone actually wondering. Jackson Davis.
Jackson Davis. Anyways, yeah, I consider myself someone who can easily, I don't know, I can easily talk to people.
Yeah.
When I want to.
Well, like I remember, like I think we have a friend who's he has admitted to both of us that he struggles with like talking to strangers and being in big social events where it's people he doesn't know. But in situations where he does know people, he's like the life of the party and everything. But it's when
you mean Edgar?
Yes, Edgar, if you're listening, you know who you are. But yeah, he's told us that he just. I remember a specific moment. We were going to hang out at a friend's apartment like a week or so ago, and we had to wait to get let into the hall, and there was somebody else and their mom waiting for us. It was move-in day, and we were just standing there, guy standing there with his mom, and I just look over at them and I start a conversation with them like it's nothing. I don't know these people. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're chill, but I'm just like, I'm here. Might as well start a conversation. And
we'll talk to people.
Right, I'll talk to people, like, you know, be polite and stuff. And he stood there on his phone and stuff, like, and I could tell he was not in a position where like he would be comfortable joining the conversation. Like, I'm sure if he did, he would do just fine, but talking to strangers for anybody, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, do I want to put mental energy into trying to talk to a stranger? Like, when in reality, I'm probably not going to have any reward, like, emotional rewardance from this. There's no benefit. It doesn't benefit me in any way to talk to them. Whereas, like, remember we were at my family picnic and we were just walking around. I see that one guy with the hat on with the logo that I know, and we just talked to him, and then we got to know him, his name. We learned who his wife is.
That was great.
Yeah,
that was great because I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love meeting people who know the same thing as you.
Exactly. Like I always think it's beneficial to try and talk to somebody. Like, you don't know, you might learn something or meet somebody that you otherwise never would have met. Maybe you could end up meeting your best friend just by talking to a
true.
random stranger.
That is true.
Like yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like what's it called? 2 years ago, I went out on the lake. There's a lake. There's a lake down by Payson. What's it called? I want to say down by Payson, but south of Payson.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it's called.
Are you talking about Saguaro Lake?
Yeah, there it is, Saguaro Lake. We went down there. I went down there with some friends from the basketball team, and then we just we hung out for the day. We spent the day out there, and while I was waiting in line to purchase the rental, like for the boat or the pontoon, I don't remember what we got. I think it was a pontoon.
Pontoon is still a boat.
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. I was looking around and I see a dude with an All Blacks hat. If you don't know, All Blacks is a New Zealand rugby team.
Well, that's cool.
If I'm wrong. Well, the only reason I know it is because of Paul.
Right.
We read this book called Legacy in leadership camp that year. So, and that's the only reason I know who the All Blacks are. So I was like, hey, is that an All Blacks shirt or an All Blacks hat? And he was like, yeah, we're talking about it. And then turns out his brother-in-law's from New Zealand and got him the hat. And then he asked me about the scars on my arm. He's like, how'd you get those? I was like, oh, I was in a skateboarding accident. Fuck up. It's not funny. It's not a funny story, Jackson.
It is in hindsight.
No, it's not. It's a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma there.
No. Comedy's just tragedy plus time, and we've had enough time that and Abe Lincoln jokes are finally funny.
Can I tell you something?
No.
3 years ago was the.
I said no.
When I broke an arm.
What?
3 years ago was the anniversary when I broke my arm.
Oh, so 3 years. That's when broken limbs become funny. Good to know.
I hate you. I never said it was funny.
I said it was funny.
Also, did you clean these windows over here? Because you left a fucking mess.
I don't. I've been on the bottom. I haven't gone up like all this entire stream or video.
I saw you up here earlier.
I haven't been up there. I've just been down here. If I'm wrong, like you can watch the video, leave a like and subscribe. But it's crazy how the thing is that I don't want to like take the conversation to trauma being formative, but I would rather that be more natural. But at the same time, like we don't have to get into specifics, but like, do you have any like events, negative experiences that were like, yeah, this really shaped me as a person? Skateboarding accident, but like anything like more emotional. You don't have to share what it is.
Yeah, I have a couple that I'm not going to share, but yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah. And do you think those were more or equal or less impactful than your more positive ones?
I would say yes, but honestly, maybe not. I don't know. Because right now it seems like they are.
But that's also, I assume they're more recent.
Because it's a bad experience. Because it was a bad experience.
Right.
Some of them are. Some of them aren't recent. But
yeah.
And as in recent, I mean within like the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I have one, like it's from an objective standpoint, it is not traumatic in any way, shape, or form. But like I still like think about it very often. It was my 10th birthday. And I back then, because I was turning 10, I was huge into Ben 10 stuff, and I still like Ben 10 a lot. But I remember I was like, oh, Ben 10 toys, that's what I want for my birthday. That's all I want. And so when time came my birthday, I got a bunch of Ben toys. I'm like, oh, this is so cool and stuff. And then my grandma gave me a present, and it was the Ben 10 box set DVDs. And for any normal human being, they'd be like, oh my goodness, that's so awesome, thank you, Grandma. I said, and I'm ashamed of this, I think about this often, like,
have you, Paul? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I said, these aren't toys, I didn't ask for these, I don't want these. And my mom got really mad at me right then. My grandma didn't say anything, and I ran off to my room all in a huff because I'm like, it's my birthday, I'm right, why do I have to pretend to be grateful for something I didn't want? And
as any kid would.
As any kid would. I was a kid. I had just turned 10. It's so, and then
double digits.
And I went out and apologized because my mom asked me to. But it wasn't until like years later when I thought about that event again that the shame of being so ungrateful to somebody who had done something kind for me, and it honestly had got me something better. Like, I think I still have those box sets somewhere. It makes me feel horrible every single time that I think about it. And like now, whenever I'm like, and I apologized to my grandma recently about this. And said I'm really sorry. Like I'm still ashamed of that. Like 12 years later, or nearly 12 years later, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay." But I can tell she was upset, like when it happened. And so now every time that I get something, a gift, even if it's not something like I specifically want, like honestly, retroactively, it made me not ask for things for Christmas and my birthday. Like, I never think about what I want for Christmas or my birthday or anything, because I don't want people to think I'll be ungrateful if they don't give me exactly what I asked for or something.
Same. I don't really ask, anymore.
Yeah. Because I don't want them to think I have that expectation. It's also a matter of I've just grown up more, and there's not really much that I want that I can't get myself. But then there's all this stuff that I do want, but they're like, I can't ask somebody else to get that for me. That's something.
What I've been doing with my parents is like, hey, I want this. Can we split it for like a birthday gift?
That's smart.
Like, this is backpack that I want, like the $300 backpack, but it's like very pertinent to what I do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I talked to my parents a couple weeks ago. I was like, hey, there's this backpack. I want it, but I'm not gonna ask you guys to pay for the whole thing. I'm gonna pay 200 of the 300, and I just want you guys to pay for the rest. And they're like, oh, done. And I was like, oh, perfect.
I did the same thing for my 17th birthday with my parents for a new trumpet before I went to New York to perform at Carnegie Hall. Like, I paid for 200 of it, and then they paid for the rest of it with tax credits and stuff. And yeah, it's
capitalism.
It really is. Like, but yeah, that experience of being ungrateful for something is something I'm still ashamed of today. So I always try and show people that I'm as grateful as I am. And I could do more. Like, I could write thank you notes, because I've only received one thank you note for something in my life, and it meant the world to me. So I perfectly understand thank you notes. It's just, it's hard to find the time, or not even find the time, to take the time to do that. It's yeah. Does that make sense? Am I just rambling at this point?
No, I agree. Yeah, I had a similar thing happen to me. Or do you ever, like, you think of like these moments you're ashamed of, right? And you just think about it like you're like, on this day 15 years ago this happened, and you're like, I'm so ashamed of that.
Why is it always right before you're about to fall asleep too?
Yes. Why is it always? And then it keeps you up all night. Well, not all night. Maybe not all night, but like,
it'll keep me up for like an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll start to fall asleep, and then I'll think of something else, and I'm like, oh god, why did I suck so much?
It'll ruin like your sleep if you.
Yeah. It's why, like, I've gotten into a horrible habit of like falling asleep to like videos and podcasts and stuff. I know it's terrible for my sleep. I know it is. I know that whenever I'm in a situation that I don't have access to that stuff, I can't fall asleep for like ever. But at the same time, it's like it distracts me from my thoughts, because there's sometimes where I'm just like, I don't want to be with my brain right now.
Yup.
It's yeah.
Yep, I feel that. I completely understand that.
It's just one of those things. All right, we got like 4%. We got 4% left on this. Let's.
I know we're busting it out, bro.
I know. Let's find like a happier thing to talk about.
Okay, So, I am working on a new project at work.
Really?
Yeah, I assembled a team.
You got your own team?
Well, I wouldn't say I have my own team, but I helped assemble a team
Oh,
to work on this project.
a squad.
I squatted up, and we're dropping onto I don't know location of Fortnite.
Thank you for
But
saying
we're-
Fortnite. I can put that in the keywords now.
Yeah. We're dropping into Verdansk. There you can put Call of Duty there now too. And we've been working on this project, and we're making great progress. And we have a meeting tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
That I have to work on the presentation for, but I'll work on that tomorrow. We have a meeting in the morning tomorrow with our boss about it to show him like what our approach to this problem is going to be.
Interesting.
So I'm super excited.
Okay. What kind of project? What are you making? Because you're an engineer.
So we're automating some processes, and to do that, we have to code a lot of things and use barcodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm finally coming up here. Oh my goodness. How much did you get done up here?
A lot.
That's good. I like to hear when I have to do less work. Like I said in the last one, I did not want to do this map by myself. That just did not sound like fun to me.
So most of the rest of what's remaining is these fucking rails, and they're gonna take forever.
Yeah. Oh.
Especially the outside.
Here, hold on. I'll work on the outside of the rails. It's
Getting the tops.
on a update on some more positive Halo things.
Oh,
because I know in the last one we talked about some negative Halo stuff. So somebody asked Joseph Staten, the head designer at 343 on Halo, is if the current event, the Yappening, if it'll stick around as its own playlist, because it's the most fun they've had in years and stuff. A lot of people, I said the same thing, and Joseph Staten said we're monitoring it, but right now it's looking good, so we might keep this really fun Fiesta Big Team Battle as a proper mode, and its own playlist.
I love the Yappening.
Right, the Yappening, it's really fun. I went it's not very often I go through an entire week of Halo Infinite and play the entire event or entire week's challenges, and then
hey, can we play today after this?
Yeah,
I need to finish the challenges.
Honestly, I'm thinking maybe we could stream it tonight.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, we would just, I'd want to advertise a little bit. Oh yeah, also I want to talk about a project that I'm working on a little bit with Connor.
Oh.
Yeah, so anybody who's familiar with my channel, you'll know that about a year ago or so ago, has it been a year already? I did a video called Bad Jeopardy, where I got a bunch of my friends together and we played Jeopardy, where we talked about a bunch of nerdy topics, just general stuff that's in pop culture for nerds, and it was a lot of fun. It's one of the ones that people actually talk to me about. It's oh, I really enjoyed that video of yours, and yeah, it was great. So I'm working on another one of those, but this one's gonna be live. It'll be have a possible studio audience.
Can I do camera work for that?
I was actually about to ask you if you wanted to be a contestant.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll be a contestant.
Yeah, how it's happening is, because I don't have the actual film equipment.
Connor,
so so Connor we're going to be using his film equipment, and for anyone who doesn't know, I'm referring to Condork here on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Also put a link to your Twitch in the description too.
Hey,
and
I've been stabbed through the heart. We're 99% Jackson.
I know the 99. We are the 99%, Drew. But like I said, we're gonna use his camera equipment. The big thing is, we're not gonna release the video on my channel. I do not have the following that would warrant putting that much effort into a video for. So what's going to happen is we're putting one of my videos that I'm going to host, I'm going to organize and all that stuff. We're going to put it on Connor's channel and heavily promote mine on it. Because my goal is to have 100 subscribers by Halloween of 2022. So that'll be fun. I'm going to get a couple different people together to be contestants. Probably gonna have, like I said, I just invited you. I'm gonna ask Connor, probably, and then I think probably Sean from the Trumpets and Trasks Twitch channel. I can also put a link to them online. Drew, you're part of that as well.
I am a part of that. We streamed yesterday, actually.
I know, I saw that.
You watched the stream?
I watched some of it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We first stream back from a little break, I guess.
That's fun.
We're so close to being done.
Barbecue side table. Where is it? Let me jump over the ledge.
Getting all these, like, I'm using my extra long extension to get all these, like, things under all these wooden slats.
Yeah. It's but yeah, so we're gonna do live action, and the theme is gonna be, so the last one is Bad Jeopardy. This one is Breaking Bad Jeopardy.
Oh, I'm dressing up like Gus Fring.
You should. I would appreciate that.
Dressing up like Gus Fring.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot like Connor's what's it called? Debate night video. We're gonna film it. We're gonna get a bunch of people together. We're gonna try to have a live audience, that kind of stuff. And it should be a lot of fun. Very excited to do that. And then hopefully it gets people to actually be like, oh, this guy has a channel too. But the thing, if I actually want to like this channel to go anywhere, I have to keep up my consistency. I've been good for the past 2 weeks. This is going to be, once we're done with this one, I've got videos for this upcoming week. And then I just got to keep being consistent, because that's my main thing. I've never been consistent with uploads, but I'm finally getting there. I'm finding a rhythm, and yeah.
What else do we have?
I'm looking at the checklist right now. So barbecue side table, I'm working on it. Gas bottle, I'm working on it. Eaves. Eaves.
What is an Eve?
Fascias and lanterns. A whole bunch of stuff. Holy crap. All right, well, I'm gonna keep working on this barbecue. Alright, that's one thing. Where the heck do I spray? What do you want? Oh, you got it. Oh wait, that was the chopping board.
That was the lantern that I got.
Oh.
Oh, I found the Eve.
And the Eve. Eva. Honestly, congrats to anybody that made it this far in the video. Good job. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. You're probably your name is probably Sam. But yeah. Big fan of Mr. Wonkler. Subscribe to him too. He gets linked for if he watches this entire video.
If he can prove he watched.
If he can prove he watched this entire video, I'll link him in the description.
You should put that in the beginning.
No. I'm not editing that much.
But like a time card, you know, like a little thing. Like
man, that's crazy. How about you do that?
I'm not your editor.
I know, I'm my editor, and I still refer to myself as editor.
Mr. Editor.
Hey, Mr. Editor. Mr. Wonkler. Oh man. Have you been watching my Elden Ring video? Oh wait,
I have not.
Sorry, the second one comes out on Friday. That's right. Video. It's fun. I enjoyed making.
I watched the other one.
Yeah. The next one comes out this Friday. I did another challenge bit. I made it a challenge for myself. I could not heal the entire fight. If I took damage, I'm stuck with it.
Sounds fun.
It was not.
Sounds fun.
It got to the point where like I was in the video. I'm like, where I like asked myself, am I gonna have to include a death montage? And then that was fun to edit an actual death montage in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with the sound.
You actually editing.
I know. like I enjoy these videos because I can just talk and I don't have to edit it very much. Just like throwing a backing track, cut out the very beginning, very end of the recording, and that's it. But I,
This window frame still has
yeah,
something, and I can't find it, Jackson.
I haven't even been spraying anything. I've just been wandering around.
You motherfucker! Come here,
I'm
because I can't find.
helpful.
Oh,
I'm coming. All right, hold on. Let me look at the list of stuff we need. We need lower house walls. Let me see.
this window frame still has something, and I can't find it.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's crazy. Oh.
Let's get right into the news.
Into the news. But no, the multiverses video, our video, I think that was really fun.
That was actually really fun. I had
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I enjoyed that. And they just released a new character.
What is it, Morty? Right?
No, it's Gizmo from Gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched Gremlins?
Nope.
Me neither. It's another character. He plays a lot like Jake, and he is like, yeah, he's a lot of fun. Where the heck is this dirt?
We have one more window frame.
I'm trying to get it. I'm on it right now. Come help me spray.
Hold on.
I don't know where the dirt is. I think, like, I know we built that dock for the first video, one of these videos, the Minecraft one, but
is it this frame? Is it this frame?
It's this frame. It's this frame. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for
All right. Got it.
You got it? Oh, this lower house wall needs some too. Got it.
Roof trim.
Roof trim. Oh, right, the inside of it.
Right here. Here we go. This one. This bad boy.
Where?
I'm looking. I don't see any though. Oh, I see it.
Where?
It's on top.
Oh.
The step stool, Bucky.
What step stool? No,
The
I was gonna
step stool.
stand on it. I'm standing on your head.
Move, because I
damn.
can't put it down.
No, this is fun. I'm trying to stand on you.
Move.
Boom, 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 boom. Don't VOD mute me. Please don't copyright me.
Get the trim.
Stand on me.
Upper house walls.
I'm looking.
Looking. Damn, that's crazy.
Why are you just quoting me?
I don't see any. Do you?
I'm not seeing. Oh, found one. Wait.
Oh! I found vertical touch trim.
Vertical house trim. Got it.
I got it over here. There we go.
Got another one. All right. What else do we got?
We got one more upper house wall.
Upper house wall.
Got it.
Middle deck rim joists. Oh dear lord. Vertical house trim. I'm gonna go keep looking for those.
Go down to the middle deck.
Oh. Oh, never mind. That was just a shadow. Oh. I know we've reached the part where we're like, oh, we've talked a bunch, but I'm just enjoying power washing, honestly. This game is just...
This is the part where I get frustrated at this game.
I still think it's just therapeutic, man. I'm just having a good time. I don't think there's anything else over here. What else do I get? Vertical house trim, vertical house. Oh, there's some. There we go. And what else? What else are we missing?
Deck Joyce.
No, I enjoyed our conversation today, Drew.
I did as well.
Yeah.
And this time really flew by.
Right? Like, yeah, it's crazy. I enjoy, like, I remember when I was pitching this format of video to you, and it's like, yeah, we could try and be funny, but at the same time, like, I like having these kind of deep conversations. Or just actual conversations, not just like trying to make funny and happen all the time. Because it's nice to be funny, but when it's funny all the time, nothing's funny. Like, I think having these kind of...
I love being clever and witty.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of clever and witty, yeah. But yeah, these kind of conversations are more where I come alive. Oh!
We have more!
To-do list, vertical house trim, where is it? Oh dear lord.
Jackson, come on.
Oh, did I find it? I did not find it. No.
You know you can click on the items, right, and they highlight it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure you know that.
I do. You just press tab, right?
No. Click on the item in the list.
How do I do that?
So you go to the list, right?
Right.
And you click on the one that like 99%, and it'll start highlighting.
Oh. All right, I'm doing that now. That's actually really helpful. Does it like heavily highlight it?
Yeah, it highlights it white.
Oh, but the house
blinks.
the house is white.
It blinks.
I am looking for this last vertical trim. Where is it? I do not see it. Do you know where it is? No?
Damn, that's crazy.
Really stealing my catchphrase out here, aren't you? All right, we'll focus on. What'd you find?
The joist.
The joist. What are the joists?
It's the little things that, you know.
That doesn't help me.
Yeah.
Oh, found one. Got it. Upper deck railing. Okay.
For the trims, 'cause we couldn't... Oh, I found it.
Oh, you did? Awesome. Oh. Parkour. Ooh. 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 Nope. Alright, upper deck railing. Let me get on the roof.
This one.
You got it?
I need your help. It's because
Where?
there's a lot, but it's
Where?
this one over here.
Where?
Behind you.
I don't see it.
Behind
Where are you?
Behind you.
Where
Turn
are
around,
you?
Come back to the front of
Dear
the house.
Lord. Oh, yeah. Job complete. All right, now and now, I get to watch the playback.
Oh, you're watching the playback?
Oh yeah, I'm watching that playback. That's a good playback.
I want to watch the playback.
It's funny as it shows your clothing change. You go from black to pink to back to black. That's funny. That's nice. All right. Thank you guys.
That's a reference to the last episode of the last.
I know. Thank you guys for joining us today, and we'll see you guys next time.